You're listening to Badge and Bars. One served behind the badge, the other served behind bars. Two different paths, two different sides of the justice system, but one common goal: to have real conversation about life, addiction, redemption, and the lessons they learned along the way. No scripts, no politics, no filters, just truth from both sides. This is Badge and Bars. Let's get into it.
You doing?
I'm doing glorious, dude. We're out here in the sun in Oregon, having a great time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, dude. It was a great ride down here.
Yeah, a little sore. We had to stop a few times.
I think we're getting old. Durr.
Older. Yeah, how many times did we stop? We probably should stop more on the way home, but
I think we stopped at 4. We stopped at that surf spot. We stopped at Chinook Winds Casino. 3
Fuel,
times. The surf spot,
Tillamook.
Tillamook Cheese Factory.
That was actually one of my favorite in the caboose that we got in. A photo of us. We'll put that photo
Yeah, that's a
on.
good
It's really
photo.
good. But yeah, what do you think about freedom?
Freedom is it's a glorious thing. It's taken a while to get here, though.
Yeah, 14 years on a boat, a couple years out.
Almost a decade as a cop.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah,
and that's not free at all.
No, that can't be as bad as being a correction officer, though, working in a jail.
Yeah, with the bad people.
Yeah. They have cool and not cool COs, though.
Yeah, the difference, cops, is we deal with the bad guys for a minute and then we hand them over. And then they just deal with bad guys all day, all night.
Yeah.
So give it
freedom's
up to
good,
those correction officers that do that job for years and years. It is crazy. And thank you for doing that. But yeah, let's, you want to talk about the beginning of the ride, what this whole ride was about?
Yeah, definitely. You trailered your bike over with your Tesla from your hometown. We started at my place. Just took our time, dude. Cruised. Of course, I started in a t-shirt.
Yeah, and why'd we stop for the first stop?
I was nipping. It was cold. It was very cold. I had a little mist on my shirt.
It was misty rain. But we stopped and we went to a surf beach. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Saw a
that
bunch
was
of
the
people in wetsuits from left to right of the beach, walking up and down. Went through the forest to get to the beach. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, stopped on 101. That was the first stop. And then we kept making our way down, stopped in Tillamook at the Cheesecake Factory, got a burger and some ice cream. That milkshake was amazing.
It was perfect.
It was fantastic.
Perfect touch.
Yeah. Other than that, then we kept on going. We stopped at Chinook Winds Casino, play some roulette.
Yeah, it did pretty not all right there.
It's $100.
That's why I don't like gambling. It's $100. Throw it to the wind. Oh, I didn't even see how I did that, but throw it to the wind.
Chinook.
Yeah. Shout out to Chinook Winds. I gave you $100. Spent about an hour there. Had a great time. I love roulette, actually. All the numbers you can play with, the math you can do, the schemes that you can make up. It's just fun. And when you land big, it feels amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because I lost 100 and in 10 minutes I tripled that on a slot machine and then came back and showed you.
And you won that very quick because I only played 2 hands on roulette and you're back showing me the bill. I'm like, cool, dude. Thanks.
Yeah,
I really appreciate you winning. I love it when you win, you know?
Well, I like it when you win.
Yeah, I didn't win. So that's cool. He likes it, but I didn't get it. And then what was the next stop?
After Chinook Winds, we made our way all the way down to Newport.
Yeah, got our hotel and then went out to the dive bars.
Motel.
Holiday. Oh, no, it wasn't a holiday.
Yeah, so I actually wanted a hotel with a hot tub and then...
Yeah, and I was like, no way. Why do we need that? We can have bromance without a hot tub.
It would have... It would have been a lot nicer. That's why I brought my bathing suit in the first place.
Oh, that's cute. I was thinking about going to the beach and skimboarding or, using a swimsuit for real.
No. Do you want to go jump in the ocean after this?
No, I don't have my swimsuit on. I have a sweatshirt on. It's clear skies and
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but I still have this on. So no,
it's t-shirt weather.
Yeah. For some people that have meat on their bones.
So ride back. What are we doing?
Ride back. We're going to do a couple stops. We're going to stick to our plan of doing some podcasts on the road trip. And I think we stick to about 45 minutes a ride before we stop. Because let me tell you, my shifting ankle is very, very sore. I
Yeah,
never
it's my
thought I'd say that.
back.
Yeah, lower back, and then
Back's little. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
built for beauty, not comfort.
look at those things. They
Yeah,
look
that one.
nice, but they are not comfy. Yeah, so I think we stop at a couple more places on the way back. Maybe some viewpoints and get a couple more little podcasts in with views.
Definitely.
But yeah, other than that, I think the freedom of being able to ride and choose to ride is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think this was our last straw though, because we gave up dirt bikes, so we still get the freedom of two wheels.
Yeah.
Although when you were at my house, the 110 comes out and we're hitting a berm corners,
Oh, that was fun.
and then we complain about how we're sore and not knowing why. I think that was why.
Yeah, that's my hips. That's why those are sore.
Is it? Is this what getting old is like?
Yeah. With that in mind, stretch, stay healthy. Health is wealth. And yeah, drink your water, take your vitamins, and stay
What-
classy.
the-
Jeez. Kids just throwing sand.
This is the beach, my friend.
That's a parking lot.
Oh,
The beach is behind us.
oh, he's at the beach. Oh,
Oh. Well,
yeah, that's why I
anyways.
go to the gym every day, dude. You got to stay mobile, agile.
Yeah, but you got to remember after you lift weights, you got to stretch. That's the problem I do. I'll stretch like my shoulders, do whatever that is, but not my legs. I have chicken
Or
legs.
your hips.
Or my hips. No, I actually stretch my hips all the time. You know, every morning I can wake up, reach down, touch my toes, and my lower back like pops, like it's oozing. It's the nastiest sound.
It's good though. You stretch like that.
Yeah, you got to stretch your hamstrings because the hamstrings are connected to the glutes and the glutes to the lower back. So if you do all that, then your two herniated discs aren't that bad.
Yeah.
Got a guard dog.
You have a full week though, right?
What do I have?
Work full week.
Oh, back to work.
Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday. That'd be a full week for me.
Nice. Yeah. No,
a couple big jobs.
I just got a few next week. Looking forward to the following week. Camping.
Oh, where are we camping? Washugo.
Well, that's after I go to Cottage Grove. We're going to Cottage Grove, wakeboarding.
Oh, you got me. I'm
Sunday
premature.
through Wednesday.
2 weeks away.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Come back Thursday, pack the trailer again. Then I meet you at Washugo.
Yeah. I was just thinking on me. Sorry. Just Washugo.
Oh, we're still on for that bet for Deegan, right?
The bet.
Yeah, you said he's getting first.
Somebody brought up a great situation is there's got to be betting odds with a guy that's like unbeatable and a new kid that's coming in. Deegan is insanely good at Washugo. I don't know if you remember last year, he was sending it over the sand jump. That was insane. So what's he going to do on the 450? Yeah. I think he's going to
send
it
farther.
Yeah, or scrub it better. I don't know. It's just going to be sick. I am so excited. I don't know if you guys know this, but we met dirt biking and I'm obsessed with dirt bikes. If you turn on my TV, the only time I'm probably watching anything is Peacock, and it's either Supercross or motocross. That's the only reason my TV's on.
Well, what's even funnier is when Supercross is in your house, you bring the dirt bike in the living room and sit on it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd bring my pedal bike and moto on the pedal bike while they're doing their 30-minute motos, so I could whoop your tail up on the track. And I wouldn't whoop you, but I would stay out for 45 minutes. You'd be done in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, whoop. I'm not saying like I was faster.
We were just clarification is great.
Or was a boat captain or anything. But it's like, dirt biking. I live for it.
Yeah. So we did have somebody reach out, which was cool. And he wanted a topic in the podcast. I know this is.
Oh, yeah.
I know this is different for you as you were a cop, but his question was he wanted us to bring up if you could get rid of or change a law.
Yeah.
What would it be? And I mean, I could, there's tons of things that are crazy to me in my life. The whole decriminalization of drugs, when they went through that was insane.
Yeah.
But just a normal law, a seatbelt. Why does a person get a ticket for a seatbelt when it is your own health and wellness? What, like cell phone? I get that. Like distraction, you can
Oh yeah,
harm
for sure.
others. What as a cop, as somebody who's served, what is something that you thought might have been a little ridiculous as a law that you had to enforce?
Well, I mean, just like you said, the seatbelt situation, we are enforcing laws on your own safety on strapping a seatbelt on, right? But we don't enforce the laws on your own health safety, as in doing drugs.
Yeah.
In Washington, they decriminalize those things, and that's harmful to your body, just like a seatbelt could be harmful to your body. So, to answer your question, the legislation needs to change. I think. And there's so many laws that are in there, especially, the standard ones we see all the time. But yeah, I would say in general, as a cop in Washington, the problem is they're very vague with their writing of the laws. So I don't have a specific one exactly. It's more. I think actually we just need to be harder parents and go back to policing.
Yeah.
Because I've said it many times and I'll always say it is cops are the dads, firefighters are the uncles, and then aid and EMS are the mothers of the city. So when we show up, even fire and aid wait for dad to make sure the scene's safe, and then they can come in and do their thing. It's upsetting that it has to be safe for then other people to come in and do health situations like the ITA, Involuntary Treatment Act. Do you know what that is? Like when someone's on drugs and they're out in the street and they're going to harm themselves or others, right? Yes, they're on drugs, but they're literally on their last, like their hearts are going to blow up. They're not
Right.
doing good on drugs, right? And they're just harming. They could harm themselves, and they could definitely harm others by going out in the streets, or maybe they have a shiny object, and that shiny object could stab somebody. It's Involuntary Treatment Act. We used to be able to do that, and that is one thing I would say as a law, I think we should bring back and understand the reason why we're doing it. And cops have the time sometimes to be able to talk about it in the scene, in the scenario, and make a game plan. And so then we can get them strapped to a gurney, soft straps to a gurney, and get to the hospital and get them help. But I would say realistically, the ITA needs to come back.
I think I think through that decriminalization of drug use, I think the only good thing that came throughout that is, let's say A and B are doing drugs together, B overdoses. It's no longer prosecutable for somebody who's doing drugs with that person to call for help. So the cops come, the
Absolutely.
aid comes. Back in the day, somebody
Scared to.
flops, you're running because you
Yeah.
don't want to go to jail. I feel like the only good thing that came out of that is, hey, this guy can call for help. Hey, my friend overdosed. We were doing drugs or whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
going to take you to jail because you saved your friend's life. So that
Yeah.
is a plus.
I
Uh,
mean,
Joe
there's a
Schmoes on the streets smoking drugs and doing drugs and not going to jail for it. I think that's a little far fetched.
And again, there's the vending machines in Seattle that have needles and Narcan.
Yeah.
There is something I would say good about that in the aspect of if you could have one or two Narcans to save your friend's life, but at the same time, it's promoting them to do drugs and say, "Oh, if he does go down, I got him," which is it's a touchy subject. It's every life matters, but it's not.
As a former IV drug use, the only good that I see in needle exchange is the fact hold. Uh, People pass needles, dirty needles. Everybody's human.
Yeah.
I was an IV drug user. I changed. So
For
people
sure.
have the aspect to change. So in the aspect of needle exchange, they are giving them the option because they're not going to quit till they're ready to quit, that they can go and give their dirty needles, get new needles, so they're not passing around diseases. So they're trying to keep them safe. It's like so I just had a father reach out.
Yeah.
Okay, worried about his son. I went and helped him. And in this conversation, I looked at the dad and I said, "Hey, I am very blunt, honest. Nothing you can do will change what he wants. Unfortunately, you could love him, you could pull him out of all these holes, all this trouble. He's not going to want to change until he's ready to change." And I know that because that was me and my mom. My mom dug me out of everything, and it wasn't until I was ready to change that I changed. So it's like those drug addicts. I mean, needle exchange, yeah, it's weird,
It's
but
very weird.
they're just giving them the option to not pass drugs or diseases around.
Okay.
And we had two views.
That's why we have this podcast.
That's
Is
right.
the
Let's hear
other
it.
thing is if you're promoting able to do drugs, you are going to bring people in to that area to do it safely, right? But it's not an area, it's a street situation. It's not a house. It's not where there's doctors. It's just a vending machine. So you're literally, we've had people shipped in from other states to Seattle because they know Seattle will support with drug use. You know that theft is what happens from kids' bikes to garages to anything. When you're on drugs, you'll just steal stuff to get more stuff. So theft goes out of kazoo. And that's where I get where it's like, yes, I understand there's addiction. I understand there's, that situation. How do you help? I also see as the helping, if you run a business that helps drug addicts, why would you want to help them if you're going to get them all off drugs, then you lose your job? Or should you only get that job for 2 years and you can't have it? So the whole thing is to kind of like, I'll say politics is they shouldn't have all these years in politics. It should be a couple years and you're done. Just like if you're helping people out, you should do your best and hardest to get them off whatever you want them to and then get out.
I think there should be more facilities to give people both options. So it's like, hey, our main goal is to bring you in, give you the roads to change your life. This is where we can find you rehab, treatment, pour money into helping them versus helping their problem.
When you were on the street, how many people actually wanted to stop and do that?
None. Correct.
Point.
So there needs to be more help with the issue instead of promoting the issue. But people don't want to change until they're ready to change. So
Yes.
that goes back to that's why needle exchange is like they allow them that because they're not going to change. Yeah, it's promoting it, but they're taking away the
5-0.
badges and bars.
Badge and bars. Let's
They
go.
used to be landing there. We should have them come. City of
That'd be
Newport.
nice if you wanted to stop, but no. I see your point.
Yeah.
The problem is if there was no supply, we could go all the way to the border, right? It's like, why are we allowing so many drugs in?
I mean, I have always thought drugs are being brought in by the government as population control.
That's an option for sure. I'm not saying that isn't. That could 100% be.
Yeah, drugs are bad. Pharmaceutical company. I mean, both pharmaceutically and on the streets. I think.
Well, that's
we
a
don't want
whole
to get into
nother
politics.
topic, dude.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I agree with. Like when I almost lost my foot,
Oh yeah.
I tried to stay. I took a couple of the meds when I first did it because I was like, well, actually, when it first happened, I said, no, I'm going to see how painful this is.
I mean, you were
And
in pain.
I was in very much a lot of pain. But I'm saying even I think I took like 3 of the pills they gave, and I was like, okay, I think I can do it without it because I even felt like I could like slap my leg with the metal hanging out of it and all that. I could like slap my leg and it didn't feel like anything. I'm like, that's not okay. Like drugs are not okay. So, and I've heard so many people as a cop who got an injury, got on drugs, and now they're shooting up needles, and then I'm arresting them for whatever it is, chasing them down the street. Well, I should say foot pursuit. We couldn't chase in Washington, which is ridiculous. But yeah, it's a tough subject, and it's sad, and we want people to prosper. So how do we do that? I truly don't know.
There are other places in the world that have like, and I heard vaguely on this, have like zero crime, zero drug use.
Yeah, their streets are clean.
Streets are clean. So the question is why can't we do what they do? Like, what is the difference of America?
Oh, well,
these are
again, this is political, I'll say. But we just had the World Cup in Seattle, and our streets were cleaned. Third Ave, which is like the most dangerous place to ever be, was clean. Like people are walking around like, oh, Seattle's the most beautiful place. Why can't we do that? They choose not to. They literally choose not to. And that, I don't know what I can say different. It's like you said, the government does its thing. I think they literally need to keep promoting it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into it, but that's what I believe is
yeah.
Because if you help them, it's over and you can have clean streets. Right?
Yeah. If you get rid of the problem, you get rid of their generating of money. I mean, it's all around money.
What do you do with kids when they're making a problem or an issue? What do? You take their stuff away,
send
or
them
you
to rehab, put them on pharmaceutical drugs, counselors.
No, I'm talking to your children.
Oh, my
like
kids.
like parenting.
Well,
I'm saying like if a kid acts out or does something wrong or takes something from a brother or sister or any of that.
I mean, my kids
them.
have, yeah, absolutely. I teach them. My kids have discipline. The last thing, I'm old school. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, I know.
Spankings, soap in the mouth.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you enforce something.
Absolutely.
Or you take something away. We promote giving you more drugs in Seattle. So
it's just like,
what I'm saying is you have to be a hard parent.
Correct.
And cops happen to be daddy out on the streets. They are the ones that are finally going to do it. And people get all sensitive and sad and, oh, the cops did this to me. Well, then why are you doing illegal stuff? The cops wouldn't be around you if there's no illegal stuff. So can we take it away? No. All we do is enforce what the legislation has written. And I think the laws need to be rewritten.
Yeah, absolutely. My kids don't like this line when I tell them, I said, I'm not your friend, I'm your dad. It's my job to teach you, as you said, as a cop, educate you. What I like to educate is everything I did wrong. Like Tucker does so much stuff. Dude, he's a great kid and he does so much that reminds me of what I did. And I say all the time, I'm like, if you would just literally listen to this, dude, I could solve so many of your problems.
Yeah, but kids don't know. And kids think they know everything.
Yeah.
But what did you do? You took your kid on a tour to someplace. What was that like?
So I was an inmate at NASO Youth Camp. I did in juvenile, you are sentenced to weeks. As you're an adult, you're sentenced to months. My sentence was 52 to 52, one straight year. After I was in juvie, I did that year. 20 years later, he had an episode of school, defiant, and I was like, screw it. So I packed up Jade and Tucker and I took them across the river from us. We went to Nasale, which is a closed facility now. That's where I met Poyer, our last guest. And of course, it's locked up and they had a fence and Chris is still Chris. So I threw my kids over the fence. I hopped the fence. We're walking through this.
Badge and bars.
We're walking through this facility and there was a maintenance guy back there. And he's like, hey, man, stop. What are you doing back here? And I gave him a 3 to 5 minute spiel. And he looked at me and said, son, you can walk wherever you want here. Go ahead. So I took Tucker and Jade up to what was called Harbor Lodge, where I was in. And I went up to the top level, looked in the door. I got goosebumps sitting there because I looked and I said, your dad sat in that room for a year because I didn't want to listen to the older generation and people who wanted to try and teach me.
When you did that, did you look at his demeanor? What were you seeing of reaction? Was it scared? Was it like, oh my gosh, dad did this? Like, what do you think you saw in him when you did that?
Shock. I love being transparent with my kids. Like I tell them about my drug use. I tell them about my criminal activities. Maybe not everything, but I tell them very transparent, what I did, what the outcome, just because I don't want them to go through it. No parent wants their kid to go through that, especially what they had a problem with. He's me. He's impulsive. I'm still impulsive. I'm 38. I still do things that are impulsive.
Very
so,
intense.
For instance, he's in a bathroom at school. He decided to rip the hand sanitizer soap dispenser off the wall and throw it in the toilet because it's funny, right? That's funny. He was I don't know why, but I am trying to explain to him. I said 10 years, Tucker. That is what's called malicious mischief. You are damaging property.
Yeah.
That is a literal criminal offense. That is a crime. You know, you're a kid. You're just being a stupid kid. But it's like those are the things that
learn. Learn from these little things because you don't want them to add up for when you're an adult.
Yeah, and you know, my daughter, she's had sticky fingers. I bought Jordan a diamond ring in Ketchikan, Alaska when we were up there. Jade had it in her room, and she said she got it from a friend. And I'm just like a nice ring, and I'm like, Jade, this is insane. Like this. Now we're talking felonies.
Yeah,
demeanor dollar amount. This is a felony.
Yeah. How much was it? It doesn't matter. Don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice ring.
Theft third under 750s. Theft second.
So I mean, in one aspect for kids, I mean, I stole candy bars as a kid, and then I also it was like $2,000.
I was going through the theft third, second, and first.
Over
first is above 5,000
is a
second
felony.
is 750 to 5,000. I believe. Don't quote me on that, RCW, but I believe that's it. Been out of policing for a couple years, but I still remember theft because guess what? Drugs and drug use go into theft.
Yeah. When you got no money for drugs,
ends up being burglary when you go into a house. So there's all kinds of stuff.
But hey, the beauty of it is when you change your life, you get to own a Harley like that one back there, and I bought that because I worked for it. Landon built his over there.
And built.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so nice. Let's talk about the bikes for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of bike do you have?
I have a Dana Street Bob. I had 3 street bikes growing up. That was me growing up to be a adult and get a cruiser.
Yeah.
But we still get it.
Oh,
it's fun. I've had, this is fun, dude. We just cruise. Very uncomfortable, but it looks cool.
The street bike.
That Harley is not the most comfortable. I mean, do you
like the street bike position better than this?
I think they both suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, street bikes like literally popping jewels. And this is just uncomfortable for a long period of time.
But you get into those like $20,000, $30,000 street glides, like cruise control, heated seats. I mean,
well, I had a Road King that I bought in Georgia and rode across the country, and it had underglow. It was fucking sick. I sent it to, sold it to my buddy Ben. I believe he still has it, but it was a cruiser. My backpack was behind me. I would just lean against the backpack and cruise. It had cruise control, Bluetooth, or fly-by-wire. Throttle, dude. When you get a bigger bike, nothing like these. When you get the big bagger bikes, they're like clouds.
Yeah, but I mean, mine's a Street Bob, and of course, that blue one over there is built by Landon Customs because Landon built it.
Lando's Custom Choppers, 2006. This bike, my friends, I will say, is gonna get its first sips of alcohol. Guess what? It's 21 years old. I'm super jacked on it. I love it. Never going to sell it. Going to change a couple things on it just because of this ride. And the seat's 20 years old and it's seen a lot of miles. And I might need to change it up.
Authentic ostrich, that seat.
Yeah, for sure. I think in 2006, I had to wait for a second paycheck to pay it off because it was a $500 custom seat. And I made it out of tin, so it wasn't strong enough. So the back of, you sit on this hand, the back isn't supportive, so it flexes. And then when it flexes back too hard, the fender comes up and hits it. So I feel it like tapping. It's one of the most annoying things. So that's, at 42, I need to change that situation.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day. Let's get this ride underway.
Yeah.
Where should we stop? We'll have another episode. We'll look at the map. We'll actually plot the course this time.
And I'm going to look at about 45 minutes and we'll stop there.
Let's do it.
I think that's what we do. I like this one. Again, we're in Newport, Oregon, having a great time, riding choppers, custom bikes, Harleys, all that kind of stuff. So keep tuning in. If you like what we got, please like, share, follow, and on Spotify, I believe it's subscribe, and YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, but we're on Facebook, Instagram as well. Anything else you have to say?
No, man, it's just a beautiful day.
It's insane. Look at that.
Yeah.
I will say too, I really liked the comments we had from people saying, what do you want to hear? That's what we're going to do again. Please make a comment on this and say to us what you, the listeners, want us to talk about. We are authentic, no script. We just do our thing. Badge and bars. Let's flow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
One served behind the badge, the other served behind bars. Two different paths, two different sides of the justice system, but one common goal: to have real conversation about life, addiction, redemption, and the lessons they learned along the way. No scripts, no politics, no filters, just truth from both sides. This is Badge and Bars.